Welcome back, guys. I thought I would cover the web remote on this video. The last video I explained how it operated on the scan tool. This video I'll explain actually working it via the web browser. Now the web remote will actually operate on any browser. This means that it doesn't really matter the device anymore. We can actually do the remote diagnosis by a number of devices, handheld, like a mobile phone or a tablet or even a PC, as long as you can get to the internet is actually online, and also the browser. Most of the browsers I've tested, they seem to work, so just depending upon the operating system, that you can operate the remote diagnosis this way. So now to enter the web remote, you need to type in the right address on any of the browsers on the address area, and the web remote address is the remote.x431.com. Now, for some reason, if the browser or languages is not right, you may get it in Chinese or another language. So if you do get that, it's as simply as changing the CN up here to EN, and then this will actually change the browser to English. So if you have that problem, just type in on the end there EN, and then the browser will actually change to English. From there on, you would just log in as a technician, the username and password, and then it'll go into the next area where you would have to enter the serial number of the device that you're remote diagnosing. So remember that at the moment it only remotely diagnoses PADIII devices and AIT devices. So in the future we'll expand it, but at this present moment only these devices can be remote diagnoses through the web browser. Now I'll talk about a little bit of that operation once you go into the web browser remote. Once you're signed in as a technician and also selected the serial number of the device and start remote, it's best to set up the scan tool side first. So make sure that the person that has actually got the scan tool connected to the vehicle, everything's turned on, and also the vehicle's been selected before you select this button on this screen. Otherwise you may get a warning. Now the warning might say unstable network and so forth, or something to do with the vehicle itself. So it is best to connect the scan tool up, select the web remote, turn it on, select the vehicle, and then wait for the technician to take over from this point. So you'll get this one. All you need to do is go back, I know, and then just do the process, and then it'll log on. Now once it's logged on, it's just like the normal scan tool. In most cases the menu is set up very similar, so you just do the auto search and manual search, and it'll vary on the make and model of the vehicle on the browser's menu, but otherwise it's set up pretty well close to being exactly the same as a scan tool. Like, these are just examples of what I've done on a Ford actually. So you can do the health checks from this point, and health reports and so forth, module programming and all those special functions. Now this case is it's done the health check, and you can see that there's 4 faults in one of the modules and 3 in the HIM module. So you can actually click on that area directly, and it will enter into the system like the scan tool does from the browser itself. So once you read the fault codes, if you click onto the fault code itself, it also gives you a pop-up window, and it may have information regarding the fault itself, like the scan tool does at the moment. Now with data stream, once the data stream is selected, it's exactly the same process as you select all or individual items to view on the screen. Now the web browser will only allow you to select up to 30 items at one time. So you normally wouldn't use those 30 items, but only 30 at one time that you can select, and it'll actually warn you that you can only select 30 items. So it's just a matter of ticking it and then playing it, confirming it, and then it's live data. It also has the standards in some of the manufacturers. We're slowly putting standard values, so it will read those standard values, and also it'll change red from black to red if there's out of the standard. So it's more interactive, and this is real time, so we're actually talking to the vehicle itself at the same time. The data graphing is in a different area. You can see you select that top menu, data graph, and once you select the data graph, you choose the graphs and then play it, and then it'll actually do the graphing very similar to the scan tool. But remember, it's actually a browser, and at this present moment we're still developing some of the software regarding the browser and operating the remote diagnosis of this new interface. Okay, I hope this has helped. I won't go into it deeply, it'll take too long, so I may do little subjects regarding this again in further videos, but it'll just give you an idea exactly where we're heading regarding the browser web remote on version 5. Thank you.